Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. I'm Carla Smith, Vice Chair of Zoning, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, not everyone is signed into the system yet, but I am the Vice Chair of Zoning. Our Chair, Councilmember Faruqi, is out taking care of, and he's on leave because he's taking care of the newest little District 2 resident, so we're very excited for him. So I'm glad to be chairing this meeting this morning. I want to welcome everybody who is joining our remote meeting. And Ms. Lindo, are you there?
Good morning, Madam Chair.
Excellent. Nice to hear your voice. Can you do a roll call, and that will also count as introducing the members?
Yes, we have Councilmember Andre Dickens.
Present.
Councilmember Cleta Winslow. Councilmember Howard Shook. Councilmember Andrea L. Boone.
Present.
Councilmember Marcy Collier Overstreet.
Present.
Madam Chair, we do have a quorum of members present.
Okay, who was that last one? And Mr. Shook, are you there? All right, he's trying to get on because he texted me that he couldn't get in the system. I think Damon is helping him right now. Anyway, Ms. Lindo, go ahead and please read the remote meetings. Well, and I do want to say we're also joined by Ms. Kieta Holmes. She is the Director of the Office of Zoning and Development. She's on this call also. So now, Ms. Lindo, if you will read the remote meeting statement for us.
Yes, Madam Chair. Good morning. Today's zoning committee meeting will be conducted remotely as advertised and in accordance with Georgia Code Section 50-14-1. The meeting will be conducted in conformance with Robert's Rules of Order and the Rules of Council as authorized by the City Code. The public may access the meeting conference bridge toll-free by dialing 877-579-6743 and entering conference ID number 831-599-1256. This information was also provided on the Friday, April 23rd, 2021 public meeting notice. The public may also view the meeting on Channel 26, the Council's homepage at citycouncil.atlanta.ga.gov, Facebook and Twitter pages at ATL Council, and the Council's YouTube channel. Today's meeting agenda was also published and made available on Friday, April 23rd via the city's website at atlantacityga.iqm2.com. In addition, the public was able to make comments unrelated to zoning items that have or will go before the Zoning Review Board via voicemail at 404-303-6035. Yesterday, between the hours of 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., these comments will be played during the public comment portion of this meeting. All persons present on the remote council meeting bridge are requested to mute your phones and speakers. Meeting participants wishing to speak must be acknowledged by the committee chair. Thank you all in advance for your cooperation.
Okay, so now we are to the adoption of the agenda. I'll make a motion to approve the agenda. Do I have a second?
Second, Shook.
Thank you. So that means you're here. Did you get in the system?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well then I guess you'll be voice voting. So your second will count as your vote, though, so that's smart. All right, so Ms. Lindo, let's open the vote.
One moment, Madam Chair.
This is Overstreet, affirmative. We are still trying to get me logged in for some reason. Thanks.
One moment, Madam Chair. We're adding Council Member Shook to the roll call.
And this is Winslow. I'm also in.
One more moment, Madam Chair. The vote is open. Everyone, please vote. Madam Chair, should I do a voice vote for those who aren't logged on?
Yes, please.
Councilmember Overstreet,
Affirmative.
Councilmember Winslow, Councilmember Winslow,
Cleta, are you out there? Unmute your phone, please.
Councilmember Shook was the second.
Yeah, he gave the second. Let's just go ahead and, do I have to do this little in-vote thing? Oh, you did it. Thank you.
The vote is closed, Madam Chair. That's 4 yeas, 0 nays. The meeting agenda has been adopted.
Okay, great. Now we will approve the minutes of the last meeting. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second, Shook.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, correction, that vote was 5 yeas, 0 nays. We do not have Ms. Overstreet tally. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that correction. All right, let's open the vote on the approval of the minutes, please.
The vote is open. I'll do a voice vote again, Madam Chair. Councilmember Overstreet,
Affirmative.
Councilmember Winslow,
Yes.
Councilmember Shook,
Aye.
He seconded it.
The vote is closed. That's 5 yeas, 0 nays, Madam Chair. The meeting minutes have been approved.
Okay, thank you. Now we are to public comments. We received 9 public comments last night, 2 of which we are about to play. 7 of the public comments were about an item which went before the Zoning Review Board, ordinance number 20-0-1651. However, no public comments are allowed on legislative items that have gone before or will go before the Zoning Review Board. We will now play the 2 public comments that do not relate to the ZRB items. And I also just want to say here that before it goes to ZRB, it has been to the NPU, and before the NPU, it was at most neighborhood associations weigh in on it. So everyone has plenty of time to weigh in on actions taken at the committee. So Ms. Lindo, if you will play those 2 public comments for us.
One moment, Madam Chairman, just to correct the last vote was
Greetings
6
to you,
yeas,
Zoning
0
Committee Council members and staff, and special greetings to you citizens and voters of Atlanta paying attention to our government in action this election year. Ben Howard, Senior Advocate, Public Policy Analyst. Under H11, ordinances for second reading is 21-0-0151. The affected council district is Council District 12, and the NPU is Neighborhood Planning Unit R. For months, I've been asking that if any zoning matters come before you from NPU-R, you break up and ask for documents relative to the process that was used to involve the citizens of NPU-R. When did the NPU-R zoning committee meet? Where did the NPU-R zoning committee meet? How were citizens notified about those meetings? What was the discussion and what was the vote on this zoning matter when it was presented to the NPU-R membership by the zoning committee? Did NPU-R members get a chance to examine the affordable housing impact statements? Why did they try to influence the agenda of the adjacent NPU, Neighborhood Planning Unit R? The NPU-R zoning committee has been chaired year after year by Renette L. Scott, working with Vice Chair Antonita Robinson, Carla Claire, and Ricardo Jacobs. Renette L. Scott will continue to control NPU-R zoning policies without the full knowledge and consent of the 20,000 residents, voters, and stakeholders along the Campbellton Cascade corridors and beyond. I continue to urge that if and when any recommendations come to you from Neighborhood Planning Unit R, you insist that those recommendations be accompanied by official minutes verifying that all meetings related to zoning, however sparsely those meetings were attended, were publicly announced and were conducted in accordance with the Georgia Open Meetings Act. Again, I caution you that should you attempt to interfere with the shenanigans of the NTUR9, you'll be met with fierce resistance from the NTUR9 movers and shakers, Vice Chair Antonita Robinson, Carla Claire, Ricardo Jacobs, Lynette L. Scott, Alfred White, Allison Hathaway, Sherry Williams, and the NTUR9 cohorts and enablers, including Cheryl.
I am Brother Anthony Muhammad. I call you to speak with the zoning committee. I want you to know, members of the zoning committee, that we have audience in our house that you have the opportunity to make legislation for. And as a spiritual person who knows my connection to energy, like electricity too, we cannot destroy electricity. We can't recreate it, but it's a powerful force that has been given to all humanity. It's an energy that allows you to be in connection with the order of right doing and right acting. And when you make legislation, when it's supposed to be enforced by the Public Works Department or by the Police Department or by whatever purview that you have over as zoning, it should be carried out. But are you really assuring the constituency in the line that your work is being carried for? We have in Ben here, District 11, we have a problem with an ordinance that is being violated. We have a problem with school, problem with a neighbor that is allowing the sewage, raw sewage, to go into a free-flowing stream. Now, the ordinance says of Atlanta that we should never allow anything to go into a free-flowing stream. And what is this that I'm very much concerned about, the members of the zoning committee? You are human persons that have access, and those who know the consciousness of the spirit to do the right, to make sure right is being carried out. Because we as a citizenry of Atlanta look every day that there are things that are being zoned that is not being provided the correct service. Someone is not enforcing the law of the city. So I'm asking you, even if you say this ain't mine, what will you have to deal with? But you are human. Be sympathetic. Be empathetic. And stop being not concerned about your fellow citizenry. If there's a word that you could do in collaboration with other members that would be able to make a difference for this, I ask you as a spirit man to know my connection. Not a man connected to a religion. Those who have religion don't recognize the ancient ancestors who civilized humanity. So help.
That concludes the public comments, Madam Chair.
Okay, were you fixing to say something a while ago? I'm sorry.
Yes, I wanted to correct the last vote. That was 6 days during a...
Okay, thank you for that correction. Okay, so we are to G on our agenda, ordinances for first read. There are 10 first reads this morning. These will be sounded and referred to the ZRB at the May 3rd council meeting. So that takes us to H, which is ordinances for second read. Let's take number 11. Ms. Holmes, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Let's read item number 11, please.
Item 11, 21-00151, Z2113, an ordinance by zoning committee to rezone from single-family residential to planned development housing for property located at 1787 Stanton Road. Staff, NPU, and ZRB recommendation approval.
Okay, do we want to have some people that are not on the system? I'll make a motion to approve unless someone that's not on the system wants to do it.
Second.
Okay, Ms. Winslow,
Winslow.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. So Ms. Lindo, open the vote and then call the roll for the people that can't get on this morning.
I'm a Madam Chair, and I believe everyone should be logged on at this point. So if everyone will please vote.
I'm still locked out.
Yeah, it says Mark
Overstreet.
Howard are still not in.
Yeah, Overstreet affirmative.
Shook eye.
The vote is closed, Madam Chair. That's 6 yeas, 0 nays. That item is favorable.
Thank you. Let's do items 12 and 13 together, Ms. Holmes.
Certainly, items number 12, 210091, B2103, an amended ordinance by zoning committee to rezone from residential general sector 2 to residential general sector 3 conditional for property located at 0 Sheridan Drive Northeast, 170100006025, 82, 84, 86, 88, 118, 120, 122 Sheridan, and 124, and 126, and 128 Sheridan Drive Northeast, 69, 71, 73, 75, 77, 87, 89, 91, 93, 95, and 97 Delmont Drive Northeast. Staff, NPU, and ZRB recommendation approval conditional. In item number 13, 21001117, item B2107, an amended ordinance by zoning committee to rezone from Buckhead Village Special Public Interest District sub-area 4 conditional to Buckhead Village Special Public Interest District sub-area 4 conditional for a change of conditions. Staff, NPU, and ZRB recommendation approval conditional.
Anyone else want to make a motion or
Shook approval.
as amended?
Winslow seconds as amended.
The vote is open, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Councilmember Overstreet?
Affirmative.
Ms. Boone, are you out there? Oh, there she went.
My vote is yes. Thank you.
Good to hear your voice.
The vote is closed, Madam Chair. That's 6 yeas, 0 nays. Those items are favorable as amended.
Okay, let's take item number 14, Ms. Holmes.
Item number 14, 20-1570, Z2069, an ordinance by Councilmember Howard Shook, Joyce M. Shepherd, J.P. Maxatite, Michael Julian Bond, and Dustin Hillis to amend the 1982 Atlanta zoning ordinance as amended by adding a definition for short-term rental and to prohibit short-term rentals as a use in the R1, R2, R2A, R2B, R3, R3A, R4, R4A, R4B, and planned development housing zoning districts and for other purposes. NPU recommendation denial, staff recommendation denial, ZRB recommendation denial.
Okay, I will make a motion to file on this paper.
Second, Boone.
Thank you. She's open to vote.
The vote is open, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Councilmember Shook?
Nay.
Councilmember Overstreet?
Affirmative.
Need Cleta next.
So I know we're in the middle. I know I can't ask the question in the middle of a vote.
This is about the short-term rentals. This is the zoning paper for that one.
Right. So we approved something, but it was like a resolution or something.
Yes.
About a month ago. So does a resolution trump a zoning paper? And
we don't have a zoning paper out in the interwebs or anywhere. So this is the one that went to all the NPUs and it came back as denials. And so it's time for us to take this paper up, and I made a motion to file.
okay, I mean,
Can I provide a little
I think
background here?
You want to hear from Mr. Shook then, then go ahead, Mr. Shook.
Yeah, thank you. So, Ms. Winslow, recall several cycles ago, Council overwhelmingly approved an ordinance regulating short-term rentals. My paper was, very different. It was a zoning paper, and because of the acceptance of the previous paper, I recognize, that this paper's moot. However, I'm going to stick up for the people who have to live next to these poorly operated ones and vote against the file motion. But, what we've already passed supersedes this.
Okay, thank you for that. And I just hope at the end of the day, we will have enough inspectors to go out and see about these locations. I mean, in the zoning enforcement department. And I just wanted to say that previously, even before Mr. Shook introduced this paper, these uses were illegal in residential areas. Councilmember Shook was trying to just make it clear of what our ordinance already said, or our zoning ordinance already said. But I think most of my NPUs did not vote for Mr. Shook's paper, which I was very surprised about, and wanted conditions placed on it where people would be fined and would have to possibly go to court. So I'll vote yay to file.
It was Boone.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Chair. Everyone, please vote. The vote is closed. That should be 5 yeas, 1 nay. That item will be filed.
Okay, now we are to number 15, Ms. Holmes.
Item number 15, 20-1651, U-2014, an ordinance by zoning committee for a special use permit pursuant to 1618C006 for a community center for property located at 627 English Avenue Northwest. Staff recommendation, approval conditional. NPU recommendation, CRB recommendation, denial.
Okay, Ms. Boone, did you want to speak?
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you so much. Question for staff. It is clear that the NPUL has denied it. Is that correct? Was that NPUL?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the ZRB denial, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct? And was there a community organization involved?
The English Avenue neighborhood.
Yes. What did that organization, some of their concerns, what did they vote? Did they have a vote?
They did have a vote, and I believe their vote was approval.
Okay. Do you have anything in writing on that?
Yes, ma'am. But there was a letter that was received in the docket with a recommendation of approval from the neighborhood association or the zoning chair of English Avenue neighborhood.
Okay. And the ZRB, what date did that meet? Did they meet on that for that denial?
The ZRB met on April 8th.
April 8th. Okay, Madam Chair, I would like to hold this piece of legislation, make a motion to hold.
Shook second.
Oh.
Madam Chair, I had my hand raised.
Hello, Madam Chair. I had my hand raised to speak. This is Councilmember Dickens. Hello, Madam Chair.
Oh, okay. Mr. Dickens, go ahead and speak.
Yeah, thank you. Councilmember Boone, you are correct in asking these questions about it, because I did see that NPUL voted 14 against and only 2 in favor. And and that was the most recent vote. And then I think ZRB denied it as well. And so I was coming to this to adverse it. But I see you have a motion to hold, and this is not my district, so I could definitely, let Mr. Brown chime in on it. But the information I've received has indicated that the community did not want a venue open till 3 a.m. Right there at that corner, an entertainment venue. They thought that venue could be used for other uses, higher and better uses that would benefit the community and those others. So I was going to make a motion to adverse, but
Madam Chair, Councilmember Boone, I would like to withdraw my motion. Allow Councilmember Dickens.
Shook withdraws the second.
Yes, and I would like to second Councilmember Andre Dickens' motion.
Let's let Andre finish, and then I was going to say I've been contacted by Mr. Brown this morning, so he wanted to hold it. I'll just throw that in there. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Dickens.
He didn't cut it. Sorry, Ms. Brown. I mean, Mr. Boone, and got Mr. Brown. So I guess if it holds, you just wait 2 more weeks, and then Mr. Brown can chime in. But over this last week and this weekend, the NPU was sending us letters, as well as even one of the key figures in this property was sending us letters that this is not the way they want to go. But having said that, I definitely, I'm an at-large, and I don't want to upset the apple cart with a district rep. So I'll back out of it, and I'll just say that I definitely don't want to move forward with it. And I'll see where we land on what's the best motion. So that ends my time, Madam Chair.
This is Councilmember Winslow. I would like to hear from Councilmember Brown, since this is in his district, because he would have more information than we actually have now. So I would hope that we would hold it just so we could hear from him, so he could give us some guidance. But I know the adverse would have to be withdrawn, and then we'd have to reintroduce the held. Is that correct?
Well, hang on just a minute. This is Councilmember Smith. Mr. Brown called me this morning, so I can sort of speak for him. He asked me to hold this paper. He said that he was going to get the developer and the NPU chair together for the next 2 weeks. So I'm sort of speaking on behalf of him for the purposes of this meeting, and then we can talk to him in the next 2 weeks. Ms. Boone has now raised her hand. So Ms. Boone, go ahead.
Yes, just wanting also bring attention to the public that the Zoning Review Board's recommendation on April what day was that, April 8th? Yes, ma'am. That was denial. The Zoning Review Board, who we have appointed, has also recommended denial. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Mm-hmm. So we don't have a motion on the floor right now because you withdrew your motion. So do you want?
I'd like to make a motion to hold.
Okay, that was Ms. Winslow, correct?
Winslow, yes.
All right. Somebody that's not in the system want to second that?
Boom.
Okay, so Ms. Boone is the second. Ms. Lindo, let's open the vote, please.
The vote is open, Madam Chair. Ms. Overstreet?
Affirmative to hold. I was able to access the system.
Okay, wonderful. Madam Chair,
Thanks.
That's 6 yeas, 0 nays, and this item's been held in committee.
Okay, so we are to item number 16. Ms. Holmes.
Item 16-21-00034, Z-2083, an ordinance by zoning committee to rezone from single-family residential to planned development housing for property located at 1 Emma Lane. NPU recommendation, no recommendation, staff recommendation, and ZRB recommendation to file.
Hey, looks like maybe everybody except for Miss Winslow is in the. So I'll make a motion to file.
And they're okay because I have Jordan. I have my waiting tied up.
Winslow, second.
Perfect. Okay, Miss Linda, let's open the vote.
The vote is open, Madam Chair. The vote is closed. 6 yeas, 0 nays. That item will be filed.
Okay, and so that puts us, Ms. Holmes, we're at number 17, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Item 1721-00203, an ordinance by Councilmember Nowlin Archibald imposing a moratorium on the acceptance of any application for special administrative permit or building permit for which a special administrative permit has not been applied for, including land disturbance permits for any property located in an R5 zoning district, two-family residential within the Atlanta IndyCab neighborhood of Edgewood for a period not to exceed 180 days and for other purposes.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve. Ms. Winslow, do you want to second that?
Yes, second.
Ms. Lindo, there we go.
The vote is open. The vote is open, Madam Chair.
You.
Everyone, please vote. The vote is closed. That's 6 yeas, 0 nays. That item is favorable.
Okay, so now we are to I on the agenda, resolutions. Ms. Holmes, let's take 18 and 19 together.
Item number 1821R3298, a resolution by Councilmember J.P. Matsakite to authorize the Office of Zoning and Development to recognize 3691 Randall Mill Road and 915 Buckingham Circle as two separate lots of record and to update the official lot boundary map consistent herewith and for other purposes. Item number 1921R3417, a resolution by Zoning Committee to extend interim controls on the pending designation of the Fuller Freedom House landmark building or site at 556 John Wesley Dobbs Avenue Northeast and for other purposes.
I'll make a motion to approve item number 18 and 19. Ms. Winslow, do you want a second?
Second, yes.
Thank you.
The vote is open, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Everyone, please vote.
Andrea, vote. There we go.
The vote is closed. That's 6 yeas, 0 nays. Those items are favorable.
Okay, so we are to the end of our actionable items on the agenda. So we are now to adjournment. Does anybody have anything to say before I make a motion to adjourn? I don't see anybody pushing your buttons or speaking out, so motion to adjourn.
So moved.
There we go. We got our second. We are out of here. So thank you all. And if Amir happens to be listening, I hope you're getting a little bit of sleep. So thank you all for coming today. This committee meeting is adjourned. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Madam Vice.